Walk the plank? Nah, how about ride the plank and fly right off of it when you're a cool motorcycle like Roadpig. This is the Transformers Legacy United Star Raiders, or Star Seekers if you prefer, Roadpig, and he's gonna be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton and lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below, also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this is the other laser cycle. Road Rocket is one, this guy's the other. In this case, it's not the Road Rocket use of the mold, it's actually the Crashbar mold, the Junkion mold, which means we might have another use for this guy, considering the fact that Thundertron is actually looking to recruit Junkions and the Infernac guys onto his crew. Is this good? Because I kind of like Crashbar. Is it not? We're going to find out together when we head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And yes, indeed, we continue on today with the Pirates, the Star Raiders, or the Star Seekers if you prefer that, and the latest addition to Thundertron's crew with Roadpig. And this guy is pretty unique. So Roadpig is a Decepticon from Generation 2. He's one of the two laser cycles along with Road Rocket. And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, what do you say about the guy, really, right? I mean, he's a thug, right? He's a thug. That's about it. Not for nothing, but in the Japanese kind of G1 continuity, he and Road Rocket are considered members of the Six Clan and trained under what's her name, Nightbird, and went to Char after discovering that Galvatron had been revived as Super Megatron in the 2030s or the 2040s or something. So, it's a lot that goes with this guy. Very late in the G1, G2 fiction. Very much toward the end, with the, Return of Convoy, or, we're talking about, Star Convoy and some of the weird stuff that came after Zone, right? So that's kind of where this guy fits in. This is his packaging. He is a ninja. He's a black motorcycle. Like the ninja head, a la, very similar to the head that is on Road Rocket. Our usual stuff over here for Legacy United, and then of course on the back we have, him in all of his glory, holding blasters and as a motorcycle. I'm going to say this now, I don't really need to do the transformation, and because he is a reuse of Crashbar, I mean, he can come apart and be armor for everything, but I am going to show something interesting with him a little later on. Here we have instructions. They're very effective. If you want to see kind of the Junkion stuff, like the Crashbar type of stuff where parts come off and go on to another character, or if you want to see how the front and the back of his two motorcycle pieces can come apart and attach to the core centerpiece of the other deluxe, I guess, tow truck Junkion mold, all of that I covered with Crashbar. So if you kind of want those details, go back and have a look at episode 1068. There he is with the current Star Raider crew. I reviewed these two very recently. I reviewed him a while ago. I'll put a link up there. I can't remember the name or the number of his review now. No, I've said this a couple of times now. I'm not getting the leader pack with the brighter blue and the brighter gold and the different head for Thundertron. I would love to have the other two in that pack, but I have the mainline one and I like the darker color, so I'm going to stick with this Thundertron. If you want to go with the lighter colors, go for it, but get some version because he's excellent. Cannonball's alright. Filch is excellent, and now of course we have Roadpig. Before anybody asks, I'm not at this time planning to get the Lockdown. We'll see if it goes on sale or something, but I'm not planning to get the Lockdown. I am, as of this recording, hoping to get Farak. So we'll see. Not for nothing, but Thundertron, according to the fiction, is trying to not only lead his crew, because they're pirates, and he wants revenge on Cybertron for shutting down the space bridge and kind of like cutting his world off from resources and stuff. So he's not only leading his pirate crew for revenge on Cybertron, but according to the Legacy United fiction, that was kind of relayed through bits and pieces. Apparently he's trying to kind of recruit junkions and armorizers to his forces. You know what? Why not take the rock guys? Why not take the junkions? You don't know what sort of monstrosity you might be able to come up with. Maybe something like a Junkasaurus. I won't lie, when I heard that Roadpig was being done, I 150% expected that it was going to be another use of the, I guess, laser cycle mold. Now, I did not have a good review or copy of this mold. Literally every single joint was loose and fell apart. I had to fix every single thing on her. I do have this mold again as laser cycle, and it's the G2 Jazz, but I call it laser cycle. And I use, I guess I prefer that one because the tolerances are better than they were here. That said, I fully expected Roadpig to be a reuse of this. I'm kind of glad it's not. I'm kind of glad it's the Crashbar, just to differentiate the two ninjas. The head sculpts are different here. Again, worth noting, I looked at her, however, in episode 1009. Taking her out of it, we can focus on our guy here. Let's start with the coloration of him. I guess we're going to have to defer to like his kind of G1 toy release because that's the only thing that we really have to focus on. So, where to begin? There was a missile that came with the original that could light up. It had an LED or something in it, and when it lit up, it would like light up pink. That's what these exhausts here on the back are meant to homage. So a little bit different. But starting from the feet, working our way up. The feet should be black. The shin should be black, though one of them here is silver because of the seat. The thighs should be black with some gold detailing. They're red here, so that's not accurate, but I'm not angry about it. The 3 silver dots on the chest is correct. The rest of it being black is correct. The biceps being black is correct. The forearms being red, that's correct. The hands should be red, they're black here, but that doesn't make me angry. These gold pieces, I mean, again, I suppose if you really wanted, you could stick them on the side of the leg to sort of mimic the gold detailing on the leg. I know I have them put on the arm. You can hold them in his hands, whatever. So it's definitely a bit stylized, but I don't hate this at all, honestly. I think it's kind of neat. I'm going to say that for the coloration, if you know the character of Roadpig, this is certainly stylized, but I'm going to say it's an 8. It's pretty good. Most of what you would expect to be where it would be is there, other than the thighs and the hands. So I'm going to say it's about an 8. Not a bad start. I'm going to say the transformation now is a 10 because it can do so many things. I know that as I say that, some people will say, no, he's a parts former. The transformation's a 0. If you feel that way, that's cool. But to me, it adds versatility to him and to this mold. So that's why I'm scoring it a 10. A 10 and an 8, he's a 9. Let's do the articulation. The articulation has a head that goes left and right. It can go back, not really down. The arms, they can go all the way around. T-pose out to the side. 90 degrees at the elbow. Actually, a lot deeper than 90 degrees at the elbow. I apologize. We have a bicep swivel. We have a wrist swivel. We have a waist rotation. Picking these up. We have splits all the way to the side. We have kick all the way forward, kick all the way back, thigh swivel. By the way, the thighs and in fact all the tolerances on this guy are tighter than they are on my Crashbar, which is nice. We have, again, you got to get this out of the way, but we do have a knee to 90 degrees if you push the tire out of the way. On this side, we have, again, same thing, 90, I think it's 90 degrees. Is it 90? Let's get that out. Not sure. Yeah, there we go. This one's not quite 90 degrees. A little shy of 90 degrees. Ankle tilt and ankle tilt. Articulation, I don't know what I scored Crashbar, but this guy's tolerances are better. He was getting a 9. I think the articulation is about, I'm going to say, again, about an 8. Overall, this guy so far, overall this guy's about an 8.75. It's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Now, that said, because we don't need to show the transformations, we can just look at him like this. Yes, indeed, here we have the motorcycle mode. It rolls well. It stays stood up pretty well, to be honest with you. The front tire, it can move and stuff. And not for nothing, I got to rectify something. I said that this knee did not go to 90 degrees. That's a lie. That's wrong. I forgot how it locks in. I did not have it unlocked because you have to actually collapse the lower leg up over the upper leg and the lower leg up over the upper leg. You turn the waist so that the torso is side on, and these are the arms, kind of just curled up. The head, it just kind of pushes down into the body. Again, if you need those details, you can go back and see the Crashbar review. I go into quite a bit of detail there. Also, all of these parts can come off and go attached to, you know, other characters and stuff. Or, if you're so inclined, that's right, you could always use that other motorcycle to finish your Junkasaurus. Ooh, look at that. What a nasty guy that is. Now, there have been a lot of versions of Junkasaurus. In fact, I looked at one myself before I had two, I guess, motorcycles. A lot of people use two Crashbars, but I was like, man, I'd really like to have, I don't know, like two distinct characters. And now I do have two distinct characters. In fact, I used to use the RID guy as one of the legs. But here now we have, you know, again, if we're talking about the fact that in the fiction, this guy is looking to add junkions and the Infernac universe rock guys to his forces. I mean, right now, even without any of the Infernac guys here, because I just didn't bother to bring them down, or without Wreckgar, or the other junkions that exist, like, this is formidable already. I really dig Junkasaurus. He is not the best articulated thing in the world, but it is pretty impressive to look at. For the record, I looked at my version of Junkasaurus back in episode 1116. So at the end of the day, what do I think of Roadpig? I think that he is a solid about 8.5, 8.75. It is a great reuse of Crashbar, and in my experience with Crashbar, the Roadpig utilization is toleranced even better. An absolute win for the Star Seekers, or Star Raiders if you prefer. And here we are, and well, here he is over here. Yeah, he's probably going to spend most of his life now as an arm. However, that being said, I think that the motorcycle is cool. The tolerances on him are way better than the tolerances on Crashbar. My Crashbar's legs like to come off. Not on this guy. He's tolerance perfect. Excellent articulation, excellent look, excellent tolerance. The only thing that's goofy is having transformers on the side of the bike there. But it's certainly not a deal breaker. It's just one of those goofy throwbacks to something that they did in the 90s in that G2 era when the laser cycles came out. It's kind of nice to have both of them. Kind of nice that they're not the same mold, but also sort of strange. It's a weird group, set, whatever you want to call it, to complete. That said, I love that we have two motorcycle arms now and two of the leg lads that are proper leg lads as a little update to this guy. Thundertron, got a combiner in his ranks? Maybe, kinda, sorta. But if you don't want to do this or you don't have this and you're just wondering about Roadpig, Roadpig is actually really, really fantastic. Gotta say, fun mold, looks cool, looks sleek with the black and stuff. And even the translucent pieces, they're kind of cool too. Color me happy. I think Thundertron is adding a great crewmate to the Star Raiders, Star Seekers. Let me know what you think about Roadpig. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring. Or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around, man, have some fun with us here on the channel, and don't forget, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world, and I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.